Hello everyone. Today we don't have any unboxing to do, so we each have 3 books to share.
Good morning. Hope everybody's doing all right. Looks like the chat is nice and lively this morning. We went live a little bit earlier than I was scheduled, but then I scheduled us a little later than normal because kids were sleeping in this morning, catching up on some Z's.
No.
But now they had their bagels.
I didn't.
They got their comics. We're ready to talk. So let's see who is out there in the world. Of course, Sam's Tangled Web is the first in the room, and I'm going to be hanging out with him and Sharon and Cade later on today on the Life with Two YouTubers channel at 7 o'clock Pacific. It's the reunion of the dark, and you should all come by and hang out with us because it's going to be a wall-to-wall festival of awesome community members, and then me. So that will be awesome. I'm not sure where I'll be in the house either because Kate's got a big sleepover party tonight with a whole bunch of her friends coming over. They're going to have the living room here, so I'm going to have to find a quiet corner, maybe have to even wear a headset or something just to keep the noise from being too crazy. Good morning, Glitter and Duct Tape.
Why don't you just go in your room?
There's not a lot of good corners in my room to do that. I have to I guess I could sit in bed.
Exactly.
I could lay in bed. Just it could be aisle of the bedroom. That's a little weird. Let's see here. Z Collects. I gotta say, Z, you are an awesome channel. Drops really cool content, but then he's such a great moderator, YouTube chat member. He just does such great stuff for everybody. I'm always blown away. Southern Comic Geek, hello. And we got White Whale Comics, hello to you. Fire Davis. I was early, yeah. Shocker. Reggie Collects. Good morning, Reggie. Reggie's been dropping videos like crazy, and man, his giveaway books have been wild this last month. Oh my gosh. Great books. Good morning, Rob Boswell. I think I said 2nd Street Marvel. Hello to you. And who did I miss here? Did I say hello to Fire Davis? Hello, Fire Davis. Perry, I know you prefer Lego John, but you got a lot of Lego John last night. As always, I start first appearances outside of my channel tend to be on Perry's channel with my characters. So there you go, buddy. Chris, good morning. Good to see Chris. What an awesome guy. Tom. Hello to you. There you are. The chat loves to jump in that StreamYard. Got to keep track.
You did one too many Toms. Tom.
There's 5.
Tom.
I did a lot of extra Toms. So it happens. I love the Z's. Yeah, Burning Block. I agree, Kate. I love the sleeper. False start 6-minute penalty. Hey, Discovery Bay in the chat.
Yeah, Daddy, 6-minute penalty. Can't talk. This is good for me.
Disco After Dark was great last night with Two Brothers. The Two Brothers comics were on. They were really awesome. They have a really fun, exciting new channel. Almost 300 subscribers, and they got a podcast. And yeah, cool guys. Good to see them get a little chance to talk. Pop-up says, "Wake up, Charlie." Yeah, Tom times 5, right, Rob? Tom times 5. 5 Toms. Welcome to Saturday Morning Comics, where my girls and I, we sit around and talk whatever books we've been reading lately. Thank you, Tom. It's a very nice thing of you to say. So the girls have been reading as usual this week. How was it going back to school, ladies? First week back after vacation? Not so much. How was it going back to school?
Really bad.
Ooh, really bad.
Getting back into homework. They really just piled on all the homework we had not done last week. So they really piled all of it on.
Making up for the time off by giving you extra now? No good. Homework? Homework. What word? School? School, school, school.
It haunts me.
It haunts you.
Yes.
My goodness, Charlotte. So it looks like they're both reading something similar. Who's going to go first this morning, ladies?
Okay.
I'll go first. I used for the thumbnail for this video this Excalibur cover A with Rogue as sort of like a Sleeping Beauty kind of character. She's trapped in a glass case. I guess it's more like Snow White, right? Trapped in the glass case in a little coma. And you have Apocalypse trying to wake her up. Some huge things happen in this issue. The death of a major character and the sort of reinvention of a classic X character. So there's some big reveals in this issue. It just dropped Wednesday. I don't know if they're going to officially count this as the death of a character, but a huge character from the X universe dies in this issue. So that was a big twist. I was not expecting that character to be dead. So I'm curious to see kind of what happens going forward there. And again, another X character gets reinvented and changed in a significant way. So it's good stuff. Cade says, I've had a lot of homework for history and math this week.
Yes.
Same? Yeah. Kate and Charlie inspired us to read Cat vs. Dog and Middle School by James Patterson.
Who do you
That's
like?
Life with Two YouTubers. Charlie said, Perry says homework. Hey, Dave is up. Good morning, Dave.
Great.
Excalibur sounds like my speed, says Kachung. So for those that it's not, what I like about the new X titles, they've basically each been given a sort of area of the mutant universe to study. And this one is more about like fantasy. So you get knights and dragons and druids and wizards and magic and all these kind of elements. It's less of the mutants versus sentinels typical X-Men stuff. You know, you're getting a lot of time in England and a lot of time in sort of what they call other world, which is where like King Arthur and this round table would have been. Morgan Le Fay, the evil enchantress, is in control there. So it's like you get more of that stuff. And you have Rogue is kind of like the princess in distress. She's in a coma for a couple of the issues and she's been, you know, stuck there. You've got Apocalypse kind of manipulating the background. And then you've got characters like Richter from the old X-Force days and the New Mutants days. So some of those characters are getting kind of a new version of them now here. And of course you have Psylocke, Betty Braddock taking over for her brother as Captain Britain. So there's some cool stuff. Yeah, I mean, Kachung, that's ultimately what this book is about, Excalibur. These 5 issues have definitely been more mythology based, definitely more sort of like Anglo-Saxon history kind of stuff. And then, of course, with that little mutant element thrown in. So for me, I like it way more than the X-Force Special Forces kind of stuff, which is supposed to be action-packed and people really dig it. I like Excalibur a little more. I'm collecting 3 books now. X-Men, Excalibur, and Marauders are the 3 that I'm getting. But I hear I should be getting X-Force too. I did not care for New Mutants, so I skipped on that one. I never tried Fallen Angels. I couldn't get all of them. I just couldn't do all of them. Mr. Garrell, good morning. Thank you for coming by. Let's see what we got here. Discovery Bay, if you're doing a pop-up shop or something later, make sure to drop that in the chat and let people know what's going on. I know that he's often doing important things on Saturdays. Where is it? It's JP. Good morning, JP. So in Discovery Bay, he's often doing shows and stuff Saturdays and Sundays, so be ready. His weekly pop-up shop shows have been just absolutely amazing. So good. Oh, he's saying nothing this weekend. He's taking the weekend off. You've earned it for sure.
How old is Cade?
I don't know how old Cade is. I thought he was in between you and your sister, so I was putting him at, let's say, 11. Is Cade 11? I might be wrong. That's my guess.
Got to move it so I can see it.
Is this Lego John? If not, I'm out of here. You should have, hopefully you saw Perry's late night show last night towards the end. We had Lego John plus Lego Alec and the Slab Dragon and the debut of the comic Triple Threat.
Cade's 13.
As a Lego.
He's not younger than us.
He's not young. Sorry, Cade. I didn't mean to take some age off of you. Pop-up shop marathon on the 25th. In 2 weeks. I don't think I can be around. I'm going to miss that. Gosh, both of your marathons I was not around for. That stinks. Yeah, next weekend I'm free. The weekend after that, I'm going to be very busy, guys. So I don't know that I'm going to be able to catch that one. Is it John's turn to be roasted every 5 seconds now, says Southern Comic Geek? I mean, I don't know how. I mean, I guess you can make fun of how tired I look. It's more of a dad. It's more of a dad look. Or the fact that my daughters don't pay attention to me. And it's their turn to share a book, but they're not. It's the last Saturday of every month, says Discovery Bay. Okay, that's good to know.
Old Wolf in here.
I haven't seen Old Wolf yet, but he'll watch for sure. Why don't you share something? Ooh, that came last week in the gift from Old Wolf. What is it called?
Stink, an incredible super galactic jawbreaker.
Super galactic jawbreaker. Oh, man.
It's about this guy, his name is actually James Moody, but they all call him Stink. Don't ask me why. But he's in a candy shop and he sees this thing called Planet Jawbreaker that are like supposed to be so great. And he finishes it in less than a week, and then he writes to the company how he's mad at them for it not being bigger. And they send him a whole box.
A box of jawbreakers.
It says on it that there is 21,280 jawbreakers in there.
21,280?
And then he's like, oh, I can get a lot of free stuff. So he starts getting selfish. And then he writes to a bunch of different companies.
So now he's going to try to get stuff from everybody?
He gets some from some robot company. Some cool
Smart kid.
stuff. And then he tells that his sister's jealous. She's really annoying. Her name's Judy Moody.
Judy Moody, yeah. That's a classic series of books.
That is her brother.
There you go. And so this is connected to the Judy Moody books.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And so she tells on him to mom, and then he's not allowed to write any more letters. And he gets these cool glow-in-the-dark breakfast pajamas that look like...
Glow-in-the-dark pajamas. That sounds awesome.
They're like breakfasts.
Like food?
Yeah.
Breakfast foods?
Yeah, look.
Oh, I see eggs and bacon.
But then they run in the
the colors don't stick. Oh, that's too bad.
And then he writes a letter to his grandma about it.
That's too bad.
And then
Glitter and Duct Tape says he loves these, Kate.
And so he
she must have kids at home or just really love good kids books. Thanks, Glitter and Duct Tape.
And anyways, so then Judy, like all the glow in the dark got washed off.
Now you're gonna pause because I clicked on something. Sorry.
And she repaints them with glow in the dark paint.
Ooh, clever.
And she turns them into jellyfish because they red.
So his sister does that for him?
Yeah.
That's a nice sister.
She's kind of nice sometimes. She's really annoying.
Are sisters like that? She's a sister.
I'm not that annoying. But so his best friend's name is Webster.
Webster? You don't get that name anymore.
Nope. And his other friend's Sophie. And she calls herself Sophie of the Elves. They're all really funny. He's actually 7. They're all 7. 7.
The kids are 7?
Yeah.
All right. Everybody's saying you guys are growing so fast.
And Webster is acting really mad at Stink, and he won't talk to him. And then Stink, when they turn the lights off, he gets his shirt stuck inside of he gets his arm stuck inside of his shirt.
Okay.
And he can't get him out. And then he tries poking him out, and he actually accidentally punches. He tries to raise his hand, and then he punches Webster on accident.
Oh, geez.
And that gets him really mad. So then he's like, that was an accident. He said sorry. And then, so when he has to stop getting letters.
Okay.
He got a letter and then with messy handwriting, and he didn't open it because he was lazy. And so then he wrote a thing to him. He wrote it to him, like a letter, like how sorry he is. And he's trying to find an envelope, and he finds the messy envelope. He opens it. It says, "You are invited to Webster's party last Saturday." So he missed it. That's why Webster's so mad at him. Then Webster gives him a candy, or he gives him a candygram and puts all the jawbreakers in it and stuff that he got.
You're gonna ruin the whole story, aren't you?
It's done.
My goodness. Old Wolf is here. Hey, Old Wolf. Kate was just sharing. Oh, then she just threw it on the ground. She was just sharing Stink, the super galactic jawbreaker. All right.
Wait, what's his picture? I want to see it.
It's Dead Man, the superhero from DC. All right, Charlie's turn. Your turn, little one. She wants to share this children's book we bought. I think my mom gave this to you, Caters. I think my mom found this in a used bookstore. I think my mom found Rainy Day Kate. All about a girl who wanted a play date, but it started raining. I'm sorry, a boy who wanted a play date with his friend Kate, and it started raining, and he was very bummed about it. What do you think, Charlie?
It's a good book. And I think it's funny how he has to recreate Kate. And it's really interesting how he finds a way to play, even though his mom and dad aren't there, and
he gets pretty creative, right?
He does.
Yeah, he
very
does.
Creative.
Yeah, he makes a little Kate toy to hang out with, a doll, right?
A giant doll made out of pillows and hats and
Right,
stuff.
to hang out with, so he can still play his games. You're not really into it this morning, are you? I don't know what's going on. Perry is being a lot nicer than you were to him. Yeah, but I don't think my jacket is as offensive as his jacket, but I did wear a hoodie just for Perry today, just to show some support. And I wore an ugly vest on the Comic Core Wednesday show. In fact, we all wore unusual and atrocious jackets on Wednesday night. If you check out the greatest comic book show ever, there was some quality jacket wear on that show. I wore a sweater vest, I believe. And Charlie's already done with hers. Let's go to Venom 22 dropped this week. I did not care for that other cover, so I went with this cover, even though I don't particularly love this one a whole lot better. But it's got the island, and I dig that. This is when Eddie actually starts having a throwdown with the symbiote, and something huge happens at the end of this. A little moment, some big change in Eddie Brock's future. So I'm curious to see what it means for Eddie going forward. But he does something pretty radical at the end of this battle with Carnage, Venom issue 22. I'm going to try to stick out Venom Island. The Bagley art is like, it's kind of like this. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. What's going on with you guys this morning? So if you like Venom, you might dig it. But for me, the Venom Island Bagley artwork is kind of uneven. I'm hoping it streamlines a little bit. I wish they'd gotten Eric Larson to do this story, because Eric Larson, when he did the Venom story, the Venom Island original storyline, he killed that. And I'm part of me really wishes this was Eric Larson and not Mark Bagley, because I think Mark Bagley is he's just too uneven these days. I'm not enjoying it as much. Bake the Snake is in the chat. Hello. But I like the idea. I like the island. I think having a one-on-one Brock Carnage battle is going to be something interesting. So I'm hoping it'll be good. Yeah, I mean, I think maybe he's just getting older and it's harder for him to do it. I think there's not a lot of artists who can last that long and continue to be really, really good and do interior artwork and continue to be that on that level. So, nothing, no shame. I did enjoy a lot of his Ultimate Spider-Man stuff. So I'm not trying to throw a lot of shade or anything. I just felt like in these 2 issues it was a little uneven. All right, Caters, next book. Super Russ is in the chat. Good morning. And the Biggie Shack. Biggie Shack has been doing firework all across his YouTube channel, doing great live streams and jumping in on Discovery Bay, jumping in on everybody's channel. He's everywhere. Kate got Diary of a Wimpy Kid Wrecking Ball. Was this a Christmas gift?
Yes.
Nice. What'd you think of this? This is the newest one, right?
Mm-hmm.
How is this new one? Is it funny?
Yes, because Greg Heffley is the main character, but he's selling. It starts with him selling doing a garage sale, and then it leads to him like starting to move. They're gonna move. They get stuck on the roof. Stuff happens, and their great aunt Reba dies, and so they have a lot of money. So they're trying to add an addition to their house, and
so that's what it's all about: building and destroying. Like that's what's going on in his life.
And they put new concrete in, and then his brother drives through it, and then
sounds like somebody started a fire.
Yeah. So they had mice. So Greg had put a bag of chips in the oven to hide them from the mice.
And
then his mom turned the oven on. But then the concrete guy put it all over. Like they put the concrete all over
on the plants.
Their neighbor's garden. Oops. And Maddie, his little brother Manny made this huge house that's like can fit all those kids in it next door. And they had to wreck down. They had to break their addition because Dad.
I'm listening, but you know, I'm also trying to follow the chat, and you're telling me the entire story instead of the overall light story.
So then they try to move, and it's gonna work. And then these people find it, and they're like, "Oh, we love your taste in furniture and stuff." And then the day of the moving day, they like start packing and stuff. And then the day after they have their going away party, the mom's like, "Oh shoot, we're moving today, not next week." So then they just have to pack really quick. And then the guy that's taking out the jacuzzi, the hot tub that they have in their backyard, and so he can't go into the backyard without running over her plants. So he has to raise it over the house.
Okay. So we're doing it still. We're just giving me all the little details. I want you should just give the overarching story.
He raised it up, and then she
wants to finish.
So. Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Then he takes away the trash guy takes away their furniture outside, and then he drops the guy that the hot tub guy hits the chimney, and then he drops it through the entire house. And then they, of course, the people that bought it don't want to move into it. Charlie, it's your turn. Read. I shared that last week. Bro. Cool.
Grouchy this morning.
I did.
I'm not saying you're not telling the truth. I'm saying you're being grouchy this morning. What do you want to do? Archie's Digest? Archie and Fred's Double Digest? Charlie loves her Archie.
I like this one because one of my favorite comic strips in it is where Veronica and the gang, they're all looking at art paintings, and there's one that's like a blue person with it kind of looks like Veronica just misshapen.
Yeah.
And it's very ugly Veronica. And he says, and Archie whispers to Reggie, "This painting reminds me of Veronica." And then Reggie sees Veronica like 2 feet away from them. So he makes Archie say it again, and he says it really loud, and Veronica gets mad at him. And then the guy who made the painting and Dilton, they're both saying that he didn't look at the name tag. I can't find it in there.
Okay. I like the like superhero thing at the beginning.
Yeah, they're superheroes.
Where they're all as superheroes. Jughead's having like some kind of a dream.
No, it's not a dream.
It's just a story that ends.
Yeah.
They have different stories.
Yeah, because that's what the Double Digest things are, like lots of little stories, right?
Yeah. But when
This
I look
first
at-
story has them all as superheroes. That's funny. It's really Jughead, I guess. But
when Veronica and the gang look at the name tag of the painting, it says Natural Beauty. That's what it's called.
Oh.
So then they're back together. And then when Reggie sees them back together after that, after Archie said that, his hair spikes up because he's like, yikes.
Yikes is right. He's powered by hamburgers.
Archie's name is Pureheart.
Mm.
Betty's name is Super Teen, and I don't know his name.
I don't know.
Captain Hero.
Is that what it's called?
Mhm.
Yeah, it is Captain Hero, and he's got a giant hamburger with a heart on his chest. It's funny.
Yep, that's Jughead.
That's funny.
Wait, what is
It's almost noon for you, Bake. It is. Yeah, it should be. Cheeseburger. I run on cheeseburgers. Says Bake. That's funny. Let's see here. I guess for my last one, I got the final issue of Strange Skies over East Berlin. This has been one of the craziest, wildest, most original comics I've read in a long time. I'd say this and Little Bird are two of the most original comic stories I've read. It was only 4 issues long, so it's done. You might be able to find it all at your comic book shop. But wow, what a crazy, wild ride. I would not have predicted this ending and where it went. Just a strange but cool kind of story. And the artwork is just great. It's phenomenal artwork. The interior artwork is just wild good stuff. Just like Little Bird or Last God. I think you get some of those really talented interior art panels that not everybody is doing, clearly. So if you want something different, cruise by your LCS. They might have, I mean, it's not blowing off the shelves because of some spec of anything. But if you want something totally different, if you're bored with the usual stuff, Strange Skies over East Berlin from Boom Studios. It's 4 issues and they're all done. I don't even know. There's probably a trade coming along at some point, but I was able to find the issues pretty easily. So something really different. Ooh, Life with Two YouTubers is reading Mouse. I was talking with her about some comics outside of Marvel DC. And my mom read this with her book club. She was looking for a graphic novel to read at her book club. And I said, you should try Mouse. It is, I want to say it was like a Nobel or Pulitzer winning graphic novel, a comic book. But it was a cartoonist / journalist who wanted to retell the story of his grandfather, I think, or in Poland, I believe. He was in Poland during World War II. And it's amazing. It's so powerful. And I want to say it's 3 volumes or something like that. My local library has it. A lot of libraries will have it. And you can just go and check it out and get all of it. It's something totally mind-blowing. It's black and white. And just really, that's his father. And it did win the Pulitzer. Okay, good. Thank you, Sharon. Sorry, I should click that. It's really great. And obviously a high water mark when it comes to graphic novels. So I'm good. I'm glad you're enjoying that. I've done my 3. I feel like these 2 are kind of done, but maybe I'm wrong. Does anybody really have one more they want to share?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Let me get it.
I can't reach it. Another Archie. What is this one? Archie Double Digest and Friends number 2, Cyber Adventures. Ooh, this looks like another fantasy thing going on here. Almost looks like what was it, Mario? You've got like Princess Peach and the Koopa, and then you've got the Archie trying to rescue her. It's got a kind of Princess Peach thing going on there. Old school Nintendo style. That's funny.
You know what is old school? GoldenEye. And you.
I am old school, and yes, GoldenEye is old school as well. And I know you're a big fan of James Bond GoldenEye, the video game. So what do you got to say about this Archie Digest, Charlie?
I think it's a really good book. I like how every story is different.
Okay.
There is a book in here though that I really want to get.
Okay.
And it's one where there's Sharon in it. And I want to get this one. It's for Veronica, and she says, "Sorry, Archie, we're done."
Veronica, meet the hot new guy.
Yeah. And she says, "Sorry, Archie, we're done."
That one right there. The Veronica one.
I want to see how it turns out for Reggie.
Yeah.
And for Betty.
Is Reggie the new guy?
That's him.
Yeah. Isn't that the hot new guy? So it says meet the hot new guy.
Yeah,
It's not
but it's not Reggie.
Oh.
Reggie's the jerk.
Oh, he's not a very nice guy?
Mm-mm.
He's always mean to Archie.
And he has black hair.
Veronica's passport. There's Veronica. Yeah, there's lots of them, looks like.
He cleared my hair. He cleared my hair. Hey, bitch.
Delphia's here too. Hello. So, is this one, which one's better? If you could only read one. You got Archie and Friends Double Digest 12 and Archie and Friends Double Digest 2. Which one would you pick? Dun, dun, dun. She goes with the Princess Peach one. That's the better one.
Princess Betty.
Princess Betty. Sorry. Yes. Rescue Princess Betty.
And mostly because, look, he's in it. The little blob. And he's cute.
Adventures in the Wonder Realm.
It's a video game
It is a video game.
that he plays.
All good? Anything else you want to say about it?
It's good.
Yep.
You get it. You have to get it.
Oh my goodness. What's the noises we're making now? I think Kate's all done.
Me too.
You all finished?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it for us then today. I've got a lot of work to do this weekend. It's a report card writing weekend for me, so I tend to be in lockdown kind of writing report cards, but we've also got to have the house get ready for Kate's sleepover tonight. So I hope you guys all have a nice weekend. I don't think, besides tonight at 7 Pacific on Life with Two YouTubers channel, I don't really have a whole lot else going on. I will see you tonight, Matt. The boy who had 7 is going to be there for that. So that'll be on Life with Two YouTubers channel at 7 o'clock Pacific, 10 Eastern. But I don't think I have anything else really going on. I'm just trying to get a whole bunch of stuff done and have a good weekend. Hope everybody's doing well. And that's it for me. Hope you guys have a good time. And I'll see you all this evening. Have a good one.
Bye.